Hello, my YouTube family. This is the OG Crypto Nuja coming at you with some juicy news. But before I begin, let me say I am not a financial advisor. Anything you see or hear in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Remember to do your own research and consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions. Okay, we're going to begin looking at the crypto market cap, and it is 1.27 trillion, and it is up 2.6%. Coming in at number one is Bitcoin at 31,232. Coming in at number two is Ethereum at 1,972. My beloved XRP is coming in at number 6 at 48 cents. Taking a look at crypto bubbles, it looks like Filecoin is the top gainer, plus 20.4%. And FTX is the biggest loser, down 10.4%. The Fear and Greed Index is in greed at 62. And we're going to start off with a tweet from John Deaton, who was responding to Charles Gasparino's tweet, where it says, breaking as expected, SEC PR says Gary Gensler is not resigning. And then John Deaton responds to that and says, not yet, but we are entering the election year season. And the more of a political liability Gary Gensler becomes, the greater chance it does happen. So that article that Crypto Alert put out was complete BS, bogus. Anything is pretty much, we can take it that anything that comes from that website, Crypto Alert, is just going to be pure lies, FUD, and nonsense. So don't even bother wasting your time reading anything that comes from there. Okay, keeping on with John Deaton, he responds to Ryan Suckers, who wrote, I would not be surprised if Gensler resigns soon. His only political future rests on bowing out gracefully in order to do this administration a solid in an election year, because we're making him an issue that could cost them the Senate and key electoral college states. Bye. And I agree with that. And then John Deaton responding to that, he said, we need Patrick McHenry, French Hill, Rep. Huizenga, Warren Davidson, GOP Majority Whip, and others on the FSC to subpoena all records, emails, correspondence, and notes regarding all meetings and communications between Gary Gensler, SEC, and SBF, and the FTX officials. And you know what? I 100% agree with that. If we get all those records, we're going to uncover even a lot more nefarious and corrupt things that occurred between the SEC and all those bad actors. Okay, moving on. Shout out to Chad Steingraber, who wrote, you know what's ironic? U.S. crypto people saying end the Fed when the Fed is about to set us for the fire. And I agree with that. And this is what we're talking about here. Shh, you guys, this is supposed to be a secret. All right, we'll just keep it between us. The XRP army will know about this. But in all seriousness, look at this. We got FEDNOW, and look at all these Ripple partners who are going to be connected with the FEDNOW. You see, Finastra, Temenos is just it's just unbelievable what's going to be happening soon. FEDNOW goes live. I believe the latest date was July 20th. So we're just going to wait and see what happens when this thing goes live. And all these Ripple partners are connected to FEDNOW. Okay, moving on. Shout out to Documenting Bitcoin. I'm not going to play the video, but basically POMP was on SQUAWK, and this is just a blur from there. Millions and millions of people around the world continue to adopt Bitcoin. Anyone with an internet connection can use it. Bitcoin continues to do exactly what it was designed to do, producing block after block after block after block of transactions since Atty Deaton. Okay, moving on. Shout out to Patrick Riley. He is the CEO of Reaper Financial, I believe. Yes, he is the CEO of Reaper Financial. He's actually also running for president, and he put out a very good thread. I'm just going to read the first part where it says, it's a must read. Let's discuss our little troll, Gary Gensler, for a minute. Goldman Gary Gensler went from corporate banking after 18 years to work as the Assistant Secretary of the Treasury under Bill Clinton. He will go on to become the chair of the CFTC. And it's a very good thread. It's a very long thread, but basically it just shows all the corrupt, criminal, and nefarious ties that Gary Gensler has to a lot of things that went wrong and bad during the next couple of decades when he was in the political world. So I'm not surprised that he ended up being the chair of the SEC. Okay, moving on. Shout out to Mr. Man. He put out, after markets closed on Friday, JP Morgan Chase said it would raise its quarterly payout to $1.05 a share, up from $1. Morgan Stanley increased its dividend to 85 cents from 77.5 cents. And that's because these big banks, they passed the Fed's stress test. Okay, moving on. Shout out to ISO 222. He put out this article here from the Times tabloid, and that's this one right here. I'm just going to read the highlighted part where they write, the Faster Payment Council of the United States has recognized Ripple's cross-border payment solution and the use of XRP as a tool to improve efficiency and lower costs in the sector. The FPC recently highlighted Ripple and XRP in a document dedicated to discussing cross-border payment alternatives, which is an interesting step. Screenshots of the letter surfaced on Twitter from a pro-XRP account, confirming the council's acknowledgement of Ripple solution as a potential game changer in the industry. And you know what, boys? It's coming. Shout out to Cowboy Crypto. He writes, not only does Javier Hawk drop a nuke on the ETH people working for the SEC, he describes a stable price trade instrument that we are able to do business globally with. This fits XRP perfectly. Hell, even Gensler has referred to XRP being of stable value, not because it is not a volatile asset, but because the transaction time is so quick, there is not enough time for a drastic price fluctuation. See video below. Let me play this video real quick.
That in seconds it won't move as much. And the friction will be that you have to sell dollars to buy XRP and then sell XRP to buy peso, or you can interpose any bridge currency. One of the most significant opportunities for stable value tokens that we'll talk about in a few classes is maybe as what we can call it as a bridge currency for cross-border.
Exactly. And Cowboy Crypto was referring to this video here. Shout out to XRPville, where he has Xavier Hawk. Let me play the video.
If you think about it, if all Ethereum did was a clever way to make a token available and then cover up their doing that might or might not be, SEC regulated because the people that were on their team worked for the SEC. There's a lot of weird stuff that's been going on in this industry. My point here is that, I don't want to implicate anybody, but I want to say that now everybody's able to make their own tokens and break securities laws, right? And it's just that they can't catch up with everybody. And now it's gone to the point where it's not just corporations, it's individuals issuing their own NFT securities, right? And so the idea is whack-a-mole. They can't go after everybody fast enough, but this isn't the right tactic. The right tactic is to actually go and address what the real concern is, and that is the decentralization of governance with a stable price trade instrument that we're able to do business globally with. The reason I know that these guys aren't actually addressing that, because they haven't had to avoid being kidnapped by a pirate Somalian gang. They haven't had to avoid and survive an assassination attempt like I have. They haven't addressed and gotten hacked for $160 million and told, don't you ever stick your neck out again, boy. Because when you really go up against the system and you really make a change that threatens the cowards who are running the thing, because all they've done is they've cheated and taken as much as they can, got on top of the hill, and are preventing everybody from getting on top of the hill. When really what we want to do is cooperate, have fun, explore life, and have a beautiful life with our families and our children. And that's what I'm here to build.
That's very good to hear. And XRPville put out on top of that video, XRP exposed the people on their team work for the SEC. Your time to shine, brother. And hopefully that does happen, and we can all get a level playing field. Well, okay, fam, that's going to do it for today's video. If you found this video to be helpful, would you please smash a like and subscribe? I would really appreciate it, and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you much in advance. And the words of Snoop Dogg, keep your mind on your money, and your money on your mind. Peace out, fam.